Fungi are living organisms that help in recycling the nutrients in nature. Initially, the mushrooms and other fungi were thought to be non-green plants because they grew from the ground alongside trees. But more detailed studies have shown that fungi aren't plants and therefore are placed in a completely different taxonomic group. Fungi come in different shapes, sizes, and colors. The most common example is a mushroom. Generally, mushrooms are classified on the basis of the structure, but they can also be classified on the basis of edibility. Some mushrooms can be eaten without any harm, while others can cause symptoms ranging from gastrointestinal upsets to even death. The study of fungi is known as mycology. A phenomenon in which mushrooms grow in a ring has always been seen as a cause of a supernatural force. In ancient times, people believed that fairies caused mushrooms to grow in a ring and therefore named their structure as fairy ring. But now we know this happens because the nutrients at the center become scarce. The visible section of a mushroom is divided into two parts. The umbrella-like structure is called the cap, while the other stick-like structure is called a stalk. Together it is known as a fruiting body. Within this body, there are filaments called hyphae which help in a lot of different ways. Here is a picture of a puffball. Although it is classified in the same group as a mushroom, the mechanism of a puffball is actually very different. Most of the species are inedible and can be highly dangerous. A puffball can produce up to 1 trillion spores. Wheat rust is a common problem faced by farmers who grow wheat. It is caused by fungi which follow a complex life cycle with more than 2 stages. The picture shows the effect of a rust fungus on a plant. It is very hard to treat and can force you to bid farewell to your favorite plant. The beautiful group of fungi is the bracket fungus. They are also classified in the same group as mushrooms. Some of them are edible and are also widely used in Chinese medicine. Artists also use the shelf fungi to make beads and etchings. Cup fungi, although very similar to mushrooms in appearance, are extremely different and thus placed into a sister group. It is weird that the common yeast, which is found in most kitchen cabinets, is also placed in the same group as these beautiful cups. Together, all the different species are considered economically important. It is advised that you should stay away from any unrecognizable wild mushrooms as they can be highly dangerous. Some poisonous mushrooms look very similar to the ones that can be eaten, therefore you should always check with the mushroom identification guide available online or in stores. We will discuss a lot of different mushrooms now. This mushroom is commonly known as morel and is widely used in French cuisine. Morels are found in the vicinity of most common poisonous mushrooms and can occur next to false morels. They are usually found in the springtime. Morels should never be eaten raw as they contain certain toxins that can be harmful. Prized for a fruity aroma, chanterelles range from yellow-orange and brown to pale white or black. The funnel-shaped caps have wrinkles instead of gills on the underside, which should be washed quickly but carefully before using. They are considered excellent in terms of edibility. Not only are they delicious but are also rich in vitamin C and potassium. Studies have shown that these mushrooms contain insecticidal properties that are absolutely harmless to humans. The most common type, white mushrooms, range in size from tiny called button, which are harvested when young and have mildest flavor, to jumbo, which can be stuffed and baked. Creamy white to pale tan, they have a firm texture and delicate flavor. These are usually confused with deadly mushrooms called destroying angel, which are extremely dangerous and have caused the most number of deaths. Velvety and trumpet-shaped oyster mushrooms have delicate brown, gray or reddish cap on gray-white stems. They have a peppery flavor that becomes very mild when cooked. Young, small specimens are considered the best. Oyster mushrooms are popular for cooking, torn up instead of sliced, especially in stir fry or saute because they are consistently thin and so will cook more evenly than uncut mushrooms of other types. Up to 6 inches across, portobellos have a big, stick-like taste and texture. In fact, the huge umbrella-like caps are often eaten as vegetarian burger substitutes. Remove the woody stems before eating. Portobellos are simply mature white mushrooms. The best part about these mushrooms is that they will retain their nutrients when stir-fried, grilled, or microwaved. With meaty tan to dark brown umbrella-like caps, shiitakes have a distinctively smoky flavor and taste best when cooked. Available fresh or dried, they work well in stir fries as the flavor doesn't fade next to ginger and garlic. Although the stems are too tough to eat and should be removed from the heads before cooking. You can use them to flavor stocks and sauces before discarding. Known as diamonds of the kitchen, truffle mushrooms are highly prized as food. Edible truffles are held in high esteem in French, Georgian, Greek, Italian, Middle Eastern, and Spanish cooking. The black summer truffle is found all across Europe and is prized for its culinary value. Because they're hard to find and only present for a very short time, certain species of dogs and pigs can be trained to find some. Conocea phyllaris is commonly found on lawns and is native to the Pacific Northwest region. Whilst it doesn't look immediately inviting as a snack, its appearance in gardens brings it into closer proximity with people than many other mushrooms. This fungus is known to contain the particularly deadly emetoxin, which if ingested can cause irreparable liver damage. Deadly webcap is another deadly mushroom with a deadly name. The webcap is a particularly innocuous looking mushroom similar in appearance to many edible species. In fact, it is incredibly poisonous and eating it will possibly kill you. If not within weeks at a later date when your kidneys pack in. Autumn skullcap are found throughout the world. As with many other poisonous mushrooms like skullcaps, look similar to other edible species. In this case, they may be confused with honey fungus, sheath wood tuft, and velvet food amongst others. So the message here is if you do not know exactly what you are doing, there is a good chance you will die. It is this mushroom that has been responsible for the majority of human deaths, both accidental and on purpose. The death cap is native to Europe where it is found in forests, commonly under oak trees. It is similar to several edible mushrooms, most notably the paddy straw mushrooms which is eaten throughout Asia. For this reason, it has caught out several unwary immigrants from Asian countries where it does not grow. Half a mushroom is enough to kill an adult. Hope you liked the video. Now you know about some of the most amazing mushrooms to get into your kitchens. In addition, you are now absolutely aware about the mushrooms you should run away from the moment you see them. Make sure you know about the fungi you're handling and always take some time to update your knowledge about the new species. Fungi are indeed beautiful and deadly at the same time. Here are my references. Thank you.